People, people. How you guys doing? Chelsea 3, Spurs nil. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? There is nothing on this planet, bro. There, us beating Chelsea is like, should I say it? Should I say it, people? Should I say it? I'm gonna
Stay.
say it. I'm gonna say it. It's like doggy style in a bubble butt, bro. Same
Oh,
fucking
for
equipment, bro.
fuck's sake.
That shit is glorious, man. It's glorious. And you know what's even more glorious? Us taking the English Sissoko out
Oh,
in order for us to do it, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Marshall, how are you feeling about the game, bro?
Doing pretty good, man. That first half was boring as fuck, shocking, especially considering how defensive Spurs have been playing. But then, yeah, that second half, we changed the formation up, and God, we looked a lot better. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Will?
yeah, very good to see the Avengers, back on the pitch. Jorginho, Kovacic and Kante, best midfield in the world.
Hey, man, that midfield is unfuckable, man. That's basically Amy Schumer, bro. That midfield is Amy Schumer. It's completely unfuckable. You can press it, you can do whatever you want with it, you can role play it, you cannot fuck it, man. That midfield is too fucking powerful. Will, what did you think about the game?
You mean Chris?
Like Chris said, Chris.
Yeah, like I thought, yeah, like very bad half. Like the first half, we did nothing, created nothing. Mason Mount was really bad. Like I don't know what's wrong with Mason Mount. He's just performing worse and worse, I think. Kai Havertz like scuffing shots. He was really bad in the first half as well. Lukaku had no service. We was just shocking the first half, but then we literally just I don't know like we done over Tottenham quite comfortable. I would say like 3-0 win. Can't really complain about the result,
Yeah.
but it was a game of two halves for sure. I would say like, and yeah, I am happy about it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I mean, it's an away game. Yeah, it's another game, another 3 points, another 3-0. You know, should we go straight into it? It's the second game that Macy doesn't play and we win 3-0, bro. Last game he played. Last time we played, we barely got 1-0, man. All I'm going to say. What do you guys think about like us changing the formation, Marshall? What do you think? Like we needed to do it, or what do you think? Are you a fan of it? Not a fan of it?
Listen, I've never been an issue with three in the back. Never had an issue with it at all. I do like that during the preseason, Tuchel decided to experiment the 3-5-2 because now that we have a proper number 9, you could argue that we could try doing a double striker formation with Havertz, with Lukaku, with Werner. You know, there is room there.
Yeah.
I do like that we were able to switch it up from a 3-4-3 to a 3-5-2, just like that. And I've been saying this for a while. I really want to see what the pairing with Timo and Lukaku is going to be like.
Yeah.
And we saw that when Timo came in. Wow, we completely just started tearing them apart. Timo didn't score much. He didn't score at all, actually, and he did miss like you could argue another sitter, but what he brings to the team, and how he opens up the defenses and how he gets in behind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He brings another plane to the play style of Chelsea. Like there's another option now, not just Lukaku, but you can go and get that runner in behind. Like there's different ways of attacking when you have Timo on there, especially when you have two strikers. So I thought it was really good. Absolute Tuchel masterclass once again. Didn't come out with the proper lineup, but then fixed it up in the halftime, which is something we've missed from our previous managers.
Chris? Same question.
Yeah, I was gonna say about Timo Werner, man. Like when he comes, I was talking about to you guys. Like when he comes on our attack, like we create chances when he's on the pitch. Like he's like the good movement. He can whip in across. I don't know. Like our attack comes fully alive when he comes on, and it's weird. The only thing what lets Timo down is his bad control and his shooting. Like that does let him down. But he got assist today. He impacted the game really well. So I'm really happy about. And with this formate.
I can hear your smile, Chris. I can hear your smile.
I'm happy. I'm more than happy. Yes, I'm very happy for Timo. It took him 30 minutes to get assists. Like, he's on one assist this season. He's barely played, and I think we got to like start using him more because he's actually very useful to have. I get he doesn't score, but like if he gets like a bunch of assists, he creates for Chelsea. He opens like the defense up because he drags defenders out quite comfortable, and I'm really happy about that. And with the formation change, I think with Kante or maybe Mason Mount and Kovacic and Jorginho, I do like the three midfielders. We dominate them. We start like just taking control of the game quite comfortable. So I'm very happy with that. And Timo Werner, stop the slander.
You could even argue that, and I've been saying this now, like, look, we saw that Mount paired up with Ziyech just doesn't work. I never want to see that again. We saw that Kai and Mount haven't been working that well either, and like just those three players in general just haven't been firing off. And we even saw Callum for a little bit on the left side and also kind of struggling a bit. So at that point it just leaves us Timo. If those attacking three aren't scoring, then why not just bring in Timo? If worst comes to worst, you're still at the same spot, but you add the threat and the movement that the other players can't provide that Timo does.
Yeah. Well, same question to you, bro, and then we'll move on to something else.
I thought Timo was actually good when he came on. I thought, Tuchel made the right substitutions at the right time, changed our shape slightly. And I also think something that helped was letting Kova have more of a free role. Kovacic is probably the most well-rounded midfielder in the Premier League. I don't think he has a significant weakness.
Beautiful. I love him to see. Already has 4 assists. To all of you Mount debaters in the comment, that's 4 more assists than Mount.
But you've got with Kovacic as well.
Less games.
Towards the end of Sarri and even under Lampard, I feel like he got given more freedom than he has been under Thomas Tuchel. Yeah. And I think when he gets more freedom, that's when we see him at his best. Obviously, he's nowhere near a liability defensively when he's further up the pitch, but he's a bit underrated. He's underrated. His creation's quite underrated, to be fair. He does create good chances at times, and he gives Werner and Lukaku more space because when he's driving at a player, it draws players out. So for me, this is the 11 we've got to go against. The 11 in the second half has got to be what we go against City. I think it's perfect to play against them.
Can I say something? With Kovacic, I think that's what we just need. We need people who can carry the ball because we don't have enough of that sometimes. Like it just pass quickly, get up front, and then go back to defend, or just try pressing them. Like Kovacic, he holds the ball, and Lukaku makes the run. Timo can make the run. Kai Havertz can make the movement. Like we do need ball carriers into the team. I do agree with Will like that. Like it's good to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you guys see the comments that Tuchel made after the game about the casualties. He thought he had to make a change because he felt the team didn't have enough passion. They didn't realize it's a derby. They didn't play with enough urgency. Blah blah blah. Basically, in my opinion, he was referring to Mount because he's the one player that he took off. So I am glad we made the change, not because I'm as you probably know, I'm not the biggest fan of Mount, but yeah, I know.
We know that.
Wait, really? wait, what?
We always said Dick Nose Cunt. That's what we always said.
Kai, you
when you said Dick Nose Cunt, I think you're talking about Havertz.
Let me finish my point, bro. Then you can fucking smell better, yeah. So so I am glad we made the change. I was worried. Because I'm not gonna lie, I could tell you guys I was completely calm through the halftime, but I know Marshall's gonna call me out if I did that, so I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not saying anything, man. I'm not saying a damn thing. So
so I'm glad the change came. Kante came in. Kante was fucking rapid. That shot, I don't know how he did it. Even he couldn't fucking believe it based on his celebration.
Goal of the season.
Yeah, and then basically Rudiger summed us up the season with his shithousery, bro. He just fucking got the pass from Werner.
Gotta love him, bro.
Scored the third goal, and basically Chelsea's been cruising at shite lane.
You know what though, Kai? Rudiger wants to score, man. I feel like he's been hanging out with Lukaku after practice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Lukaku, teach me how to kick, and he's just fucking trying to
Watch, we
get
gotta
the
stop with
fucking
action,
shot.
bro. We gotta
He's,
stop with
look,
action,
look,
bro.
look. Allow me. He was just. You saw how in Zenit he almost scored. He's just been trying to score, man.
Yeah.
That man wants to become he wants to be a defender and an attacker at the same
Yeah.
time. So, man, sign the fucking contract, Rudiger. Let's get this man extended. Let's keep him in the team, please.
Marina, put
Guys.
what he wants on the table.
Marina, give him the 200K, man. Give him 200K. What the fuck you doing,
Easily,
Marina?
easily.
You give somebody 200K, yeah, why not, man?
I want to know something. Like, people say we ain't been tested. Who do we need next? Do we need Man City to show like the Premier League
People
was like
still saying
serious?
that?
Listen,
Are people
Because,
still
yeah,
saying that? Are you
I'm
reading
seeing on
tweets from
timeline.
last season?
Like,
Number one,
no,
this
this
season.
season, they're saying we ain't like been tested that properly. We've had Liverpool, we drew with 10 men. We beat Arsenal, obviously 2-0.
Yeah.
And then we beat Tottenham 3-0. So,
Villa's
like,
a hard
City's
game
our next
as
down.
well.
Next
Villa's
week.
a difficult game.
Next week, if we
Yeah.
beat Man City, they can't talk shit. They can't talk shit anymore.
No one
They
can.
can't
What
talk
we play?
shit.
Are we
even
play
if we
City?
don't
Are we
beat
play
City.
City at home or we play them away?
Home.
Okay,
Home.
yeah.
I think we're winning
That's
that
gonna
game
be
as
a
well.
tough game. I think we can win it, but that's gonna be a tough game. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't know if Will said this, but he did actually. I think we have to go with this lineup. Look, I'm gonna make an argument for Ziyech because he's played well against City before, but I think we're going
Once,
into this
to be
lineup.
fair,
We have
Marshall.
to
Twice.
no
sorry.
twice.
Yes.
We have to go into this City game prepared to with the same lineup with a 3-5-2 and with Timo in there as well. I really think we should go with the same lineup.
What about the English Sissoko, aka Mason Mount? Will you play him? Will you bench him?
Listen. The thing about Mount is that he has to find form. I really think he has to work his way back into the lineup. He can't.
Yeah.
Yes, off the ball he's fantastic and all that shit, but you're not gonna win a game by scoring a goal off the ball. You don't do that. That's not how you win games. And we need someone that, to be honest, like Mount's just been very wasteful. Like he has like what even I said this on stream with Mount. It's like he has one step forward, two steps back, and it's been very fucking frustrating because you see it. He has his moments of brilliance where like he'll dribble past the player, he'll beat the defender, he'll create something, and then he won't have the final end product. We saw it against Zenit. We saw it today. We saw a little bit against Villa as well. Like. He needs to find some form because look, I'm not saying that he was any better than Havertz. In my opinion, Havertz was worse than he was. But at the end of the day, Havertz is a striker. Mount isn't. If you're gonna change your 3-5-2 and test it out, then you leave Havertz on. So I totally understand where Tuchel was coming from with that. But yeah, Mount, to me, he needs to work his way back into the team. Tuchel needs to start seeing finished product, good passes, not just trying to get the ball into dangerous areas without even looking to see if anyone's even in those areas, getting dispossessed, losing the ball in that weird. It's just in that way. It's unacceptable. You can't be wasteful. Not in this tactic, not when we're trying to create chances.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's time for him to step down. I think we're just like shoving him down everybody's throat. And lately, he hasn't really been like convincing for me. I've said this whole season he has been average. He has one assist, which basically just passed it. He usually crossed it to Reece, and Reece just took the ball and shot it from outside like the box. Wasn't that impressive. And he's just been really average. And I just think he's just stealing a position for me.
I think today he had in the first half today, I think he only had like one, maybe at most two good moments. But other than that, it was just pass it back, hold it, get the good dribble and then hold it for way too long. It's just, again, I really do think he has to work his way back into the team. Let him just chill. Let him let Tuchel handle him as best he can, but now you have to make an argument that Timo has to be in this lineup. This is the best we've looked with our team
all season,
since all season pretty much, right? Because Crystal Palace, it's Crystal Palace really.
Yeah.
Like Spurs is a more competitive team, but with Timo in there, we saw how many chances we created when Timo was in that lineup, and so that's a big factor, man. That's a big factor considering the game we just had with Zenit. So
that's the thing as well, Marshall. We don't always I know it's lovely to have a team full of technically elegant players, but we don't always need to have 11 players on the pitch that are world class technically. A player like Werner is very effective against certain opposition, and he helps the team. He's a team player. Yeah. And I want to talk about one more thing about Werner as well. It's not really to Werner. We got a super chat. Shall we go on to that first? Actually,
what's your point? And I'll read it out.
Okay. Yeah. The fact that Lukaku had an opening to potentially shoot and score, and he passed it to Werner, for me that shows great leadership because he wanted to give him confidence. Lukaku probably could have scored 2 goals, but he played in Werner. So I thought that was good to see him.
Let me read Jared's comments. Even the great Jimmy Graves was a great Chelsea legend before he went to Spurs. Tuchel seems to be making the right decisions. I'm confident for a Prem title. What do you boys think about that super chat? You guys confident for the
Thank you, Jared, for the super chat.
Thanks, Jared.
Thank you, bro, for the super chat. Yeah.
Do you want to go first, Marshall?
Yeah, you can go with Marshall. And
look. As of right now, like, I know all of us in the fan base have our complaints about the team in some form or another, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, a result is a result. Like, I know back when we won the Prem and we were like one of the best teams in the world under Mourinho and under Mourinho specifically, I know we weren't the biggest fan of the way we were playing, especially when we were in the Champions League and how defensive and how dominant Bayern was against us. We weren't, the biggest fans of how we were playing, how defensive we were. We didn't look as great as we wanted to look like when we were attacking, like with Ancelotti. Yeah. But at the end of the day, a result is a result, and results are going to win you titles. Our results are going to win you trophies. So to me, even though we have our complaints about, for example, today, the 2 attackers, which were, Havertz and Mount, and the game before that, how, again, same thing with the attack, very, Mount was being wasteful, Ziyech not doing much, like, even though we have our complaints about it, at the end of the day, we're not conceding, which is an important thing, because when you look at other teams like Liverpool, like Man United, these teams are winning, but they're not winning convincingly. They're very, very, they get very shaky in the defense. They're not as solid as we are in the defense. Can anyone tell me, did Spurs even have a shot on goal?
I would argue. Well, can I answer this one? Well, quick. Well, I'll let you go. I would argue that Liverpool look better attacking wise than us. They're more convincing going forward, but I don't think there's any team in Europe who are as compact, as convincing as we are defensively. I think we have something where
I agree.
Like 2 goals in the last 20 Premier League matches or something stupid, home matches or something. Like, we're not conceding any goals, basically. I don't know exactly the stats, so don't quote me on it, but we have some outrageous numbers defensively, So I think
we conceded 1 in 17
it reminds me of the Mourinho season.
We have
I agree with that.
I've got a fact.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I read a fact from, I think it was Squawker, who said that Thomas Tuchel has had more clean sheets than goals conceded since joining Chelsea.
That's
fantastic, and that's the thing.
That is mad. That's not even. It's insane.
And the thing too. That's the thing that, like,
Ryan, you're in the wrong channel, bro. Ryan, you're in the wrong channel, bro. None of us here think it's in the right channel.
So that's the thing that I think Mourinho was such a genius about when it came to football tactics, is that he knew that if you don't concede a goal, the other team won't win. And that's big. And I think Tuchel embraces that, while at the same time finding a way to actually have an attacking game. Obviously, today wasn't our best attacking game. It was good once we switched to a 2 striker formation and 3 in the midfielder. During the midfield, we saw a much different game and much more opportunities and chances created. This 3 in the back system is working really well. I don't want him to change it. I think knowing Tuchel and how, as of right now, Tuchel's been fantastic when it comes to those halftime subs. Fantastic. Every single time he's made a sub, it's worked out perfectly so far. So I really think, and especially after next week, if we beat City and it's a convincing defeat, a convincing win rather, I There's just no way. Right now, I'm convinced we're going to win the Prem. But if we can convincingly beat City, there's no way in hell you can going to convince me we can't win the Prem. There's no way.
As a wise man once said, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles.
Of course.
Exactly.
You know, with the City thing though, if we get through City and beat them as well, we got through pretty much all the hard games and got the easy games to go through as well. Like, and that's going to look very promising for Chelsea. Yeah, Lukaku's ready for that game. You know, he's waiting. I think he's waiting for that one. But yeah, like we're just got to like cruise through these big games, and we've been doing that quite comfortable. Apparently, we're not getting tested, but I guess like when an elite team like Chelsea are not getting tested, like against Tottenham and Liverpool or Arsenal, there's something good about Chelsea. Then I'm guessing. So yeah, like we cruise through these big games and go through the easy games. I definitely see us winning the league now. I can see it.
Yeah.
Do you know how this is how I feel? I feel like we can win this league now. Because I've seen all the opposition after the transfer window, and we obviously know the holes in their team. If even if we lose to City, I'm still confident we can go on to win this league. Yeah. It's how we react to a loss. That's what I'm interested to see. If we lose to City, I'll be calm. I'll be fine. I won't be fine with the result, but you get what I mean. It's how we bounce back from a bad result. Honestly, we got whacked 3-0. We woke up, bounced back. 14-15. I'm trying to think of a bad loss. Well, we didn't. To be fair, we're unbeaten for half the season.
No, 14-15 is after the Tottenham defeat.
Yeah, the Tottenham
5-3. And then we kind of
5-3. I remember Kane. That was when Kane broke through. Really.
And you know what? Back to Gerard's question, what he was saying before about our chances of winning the title, essentially.
Yeah.
Look, right now, this run of fixtures we've had is probably our hardest run of fixtures we're going to have all season. I haven't really looked at the schedule. There might be another run of games that are really hard, but right now this is the hardest run of fixtures we've had. Man City, Spurs, Liverpool, Villa, and Liverpool away as well. We didn't play United. But we had a tough run of fixtures this season so far already, and that's a rough patch. From here on out, we're breezing up until December. Like, we have relatively winnable matches we can win with our bench that we can rotate and like rest. So I think this was the hardest patch of the season. Everyone so far has been shaky and they've had easier games. I really think we beat Man City. That's it.
You know why I'm doubtful though? I'm doubtful what you said, Marshall, because even when Tuchel came in, we rarely struggled against the big teams, but we did struggle against those slow blocks. And that's what I'm worried about. Like the players like Mount, players like Havertz, players who are players like Werner, who are arguably very wasteful with their chances. They're not the most creative. That's what it worries me with the three at the back. Because I think defensively, not many teams can score against us. But in order for us to get 3 points, we need to win games, not just draw them, not concede. We have to score goals, and that's what I'm worried from. Because we're not gonna get a lot of games where we're gonna get like a Kante shot from outside, or a Rudiger fucking shithousery. That's not going to happen every game. Like the Zenit game and all those kind of games. Those games are going to happen through the season. I'm not really worried about the big teams because I think against the big teams, they're going to play open against us and we're going to get a chance to hit them on the counter. But what are we going to do against those teams who just want to stay in the league, who are fighting for survival, bro?
I wouldn't worry for that.
I wouldn't
worry about the list to Chris. Yeah, go ahead.
Because that's how I think I get what you're saying, to be fair. Yeah. And if we were the only ones that had to rely on some luck at times to win games, I'd be nervous. But if you look at Liverpool, City, apart from City versus Norwich and Arsenal, they've had to rely on luck to get a point or 3 points, etc. So if Liverpool sometimes
City couldn't beat Southampton.
Exactly, Marshall. Everything to do with football. You need a bit of luck. It's only so much the manager can do, and that's what separates the top four with everyone else, in my opinion, because we've got players that can break us out sometimes. United definitely do. Liverpool have Salah, so he can sometimes carry a game, not carry a game on his own, as in his all-round game, but he can score a goal from nothing. He's one of the best players in the league.
Don't you think that both Liverpool and City are better at those like low blocks than us? Because they all kind of score like 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 against those smaller teams. We're the one who struggle against them. So for me, if we can add another player in January, an attacker, like an experienced attacker in January, I would look at this more
There-
positively.
there's a
Because I still
lot
have, like, in the back of my head, I still have that kind of doubt
Can
of
I-
us breaking Laudin.
Yeah, go on, Chris.
I was gonna say, like you've been like teams like 3-0, 5-0 or something, whatever. Like we've been beating Crystal Palace, Aston Villa 3-0. Like we've won a fair few 3-0 games. We're just obviously I think Chelsea this season we start off really slow in the first half every time. Not every time. A lot of times we start off slow, I think, and the second half we come more alive.
Yeah.
I thought like last few games we've been relying on Lukaku. This game we didn't rely on Lukaku. We relied on our defenders and defensive midfielders for goals. That's what we have. Like. I think the problem is, our two attackive, like 10s wingers is the main issue as well. Like, or maybe a third midfield option and 2 strikers up front be the solution for that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I understand where Kai's coming from. We saw it against the Zenit game, but listen, and I wasn't here for the review, unfortunately. But listen, with Zenit, I gotta give them a lot of respect. First of all, they came into that game 17 games undefeated. This is probably one of the better Zenit teams I've seen in a while, and I remember seeing them last year, and they were nothing like this. They drilled and played a very, very good defensive low block game, and I would argue that is probably the best low block that we've played against compared to the Burnleys, the Brightons, and all the other teams you want to name off that play a low block against us. So I think I see why you're worried. I just don't think that we're going to be playing opposition that are as compact and as well drilled as a Zenit like we did this season. So I don't think low block is going to be an issue. And I really want to see how we perform against low block. If we keep up with the 3-5-2, if we continue to play Timo in the left, or just having Timo in the lineup in general, because even against those low block teams, the one thing that frustrated me about Zenit, and which is why I give them credit, is that in previous games when we played those low block teams, we struggled to be clinical. We didn't necessarily struggle to make chances. We struggled to be clinical. Now, in the Zenit game, we struggled to make chances, and we were clinical. It was a complete opposite. So I think in the other low block teams, we will have opportunities to make chances. We'll see what happens with Pulisic if he comes back, and if he comes back in good form, because I still want to give him the opportunity to step up and be in good form, because he just hasn't been hitting the ground running either. And I want to give Ziyech another opportunity with Timo in the lineup to see how dangerous he can be, because for that Zenit game, I felt like with Ziyech, he likes to take advantage of the runner that gets in behind, and he didn't have that option with Romelu up there, and Mount doesn't do it. So we'll see. Against those low blocks, I think we do have the solution.
Okay, fair enough. All right, people, we're going to move into the final part. We're going to do player ratings for the game. And then after that, we might give you guys like 15, 20 minutes for call-ins. You can call us and give us your opinion about the game. All right. Well, start us off with the first.
So we have got.
We'll go. I'll go me first, Marshall, Chris, and we close that for each player. Let's go.
Wait, would you say Kai? Who are you starting from again? Sorry.
Like we'll start from me, Marshall, Chris, and then you.
Okay, cool. First off, we've got the wonderful Kepa.
All right.
Pretty impressive, actually. We forgot about mentioning him.
I think he's been all right. I think he made some good saves. He didn't do anything dangerous. I think he was pretty comfortable, to be honest. I think like our defenders have more touches in their box than Harry Kane have been.
He's awful. I forgot about him.
So I was kind of like, there's nothing really bad to say about Kepa. He was good, so nothing to complain about. I think he was good. I'll give him an 8 because he made some good saves.
Oh, wow.
He controlled the box, so 8 for me. I can't really.
That's high for Kepa.
But he did pretty good.
Why did he do anything wrong, though, Marshall?
Kepa's watching YouTube. Kepa's watching the channel right now. You just made him smile, man.
Oh.
He's speaking in Spanish.
We love you,
Saúl. Saúl, mira, me dio un 8.
Bro, haven't said that. Mendy, I wish you all the best. Please come back for the next game, bro. Go ahead, Marshall.
Me, look, Kepa did great. Exactly what Kai said. I think, and it's nice to see Kepa be comfortable in the box again, be comfortable playing as a goalkeeper, not be nervous, not be shaky, not be hesitant anymore. You know, he made some comfortable saves. He even jumped to grab the ball out of the air at one point. I was like, whoa, is this still Kepa? But it's good to see Kepa. And you know what? I laughed when I saw that lineup and Kepa was in it. I was like, yo, Tuchel. Sometimes Tuchel likes to, you know, toy with the opposition, and I feel like that was a tactic to get in their heads, like, hey, we don't rate you, so we're gonna just start our second goalkeeper because fuck you, Spurs. And we ended up winning. So to me, Kepa gets a 7.
All right, Chris.
I actually thought Kepa did really well today. He had that save against Son, a 1v1, great save. And it wasn't even just the save he did. Like, I thought he commanded his box pretty well. Like, he came out, he grabbed it, he punched it. Like, he was basically, it was his box. So to me, he does get actually an 8. Like, he did really well. And his kicking was good as well. Like, he did everything good today, fair. So I'm giving him an 8.
William?
I'm going to give him an 8 as well. I thought his shot stopping was superb. I thought his anticipation was good. He commanded his box. Distribution, I thought, was superb. I thought we played out from the back really good at times when we got past that shaky spell at the start. So yeah, it was. Can't give him anything more than an 8 because he didn't have enough to do. But yeah, great performance. Hope he keeps it up.
All right, next, who will we have next?
We have got Danish Maldini, Christensen.
No.
Is that how you spell his name? Thought there's a name there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You know what? I call this guy's many names that a lot of people disagree with. I called him the defense Tammy Abraham. I called him a women NBA player.
Oh God.
I called him the Danish Mustafi. You know, and the last few games he have been proving me that there's a player there. You know, I'm starting to like Christensen. I don't know. We had this conversation where I said, like, I don't know if he's really good or he's just it's easier for him because we're playing with a 3. But I am liking what I'm seeing from him, and he's still young. He has a lot of time to improve, and I think he was solid this game. So I'll give him 7.5 or an 8. I don't think he has anything wrong. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8 because I don't think he did anything wrong. Marshall.
To me, Christensen, if you're watching, keep it up. Don't fuck it up, because as soon as you fuck it up, Kai's just gonna go back to calling you names. But listen, I thought Christensen solid in the back. He's been very solid in every single game that he's played so far. Arguably one of our best defenders. We were having this discussion in the Discord, which, by the way, join the Discord and you can get to watch some watch-alongs with us and some of the games with us and debate us as well. So join the Discord. I'll put the link in a minute. But yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
The link is in the description, people. The link is in the description.
Yeah. If that link doesn't work, I'll still send the link just in case. But great game from Christensen. Good performance, solid in the back. Nothing crazy, but he did his job. He did a really good job. So I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Christopher?
You know what? Yeah, I thought he did really well, but I thought if he scored that top corner shot from outside the box, I thought
that shot, I forgot.
Maybe he has better shooting than most of our team, but you know, it didn't go in, sadly. But he did really well. His blocking was good. His defending was good. He passed it out really well. Like, he's calm. And, like, you know, I think Silva's actually had a massive impact on the match here, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So, and today I thought he did really good. I'm going to give him like an 8. Yeah, did really good.
William, I know you're sexual.
Sorry, what did you say? What did you say, Kyle?
You're an AC sexual.
Yeah, an AC sexual.
Well, yeah. Well, no, but no. Anyway,
definitely. Yeah.
I thought I'm going to give him an 8 because I think his all-round performance was a 7.5, but he made that in the first 3 minutes. He made that key interception when the ball was going across goal and Kane was there. So, yeah, he's a very well-rounded centre-back. He's improved in the air. He's bulked up a bit. He's one of the calmest centre-backs in the Premier League. His passing was good. He broke the lines well. Was probably more creative than our 210s in the fucking first half. But you know, he played on the right side of a 3-2, which showed how we can do different roles in defence. And yeah, he's actually quicker than I thought he was. So he outpaced their defenders quite a lot. So I'll give him an 8. Superb.
What do you have next? Next in line,
we have Well, I think it was man of the match. We got Thiago Silva.
El Monstro.
Thiago. I fucking love that guy, man. I haven't loved the center back since we had no, not that fraud Luis. Since we had John Terry, bro, or Calvajaro, man. The guy is so fucking good, man. I love Silva, man. For me, Kane was like, please let me out. I just want to be free. That's how we heard the whole game, man. Kane is trapped in his pocket, but he wanted to come out, but he didn't let him, man. Literally, the whole game, it was basically a porno set, bro. It's basically both of Rudiger and and Thiago Silva flipping and moving and switching Kane around, bro. They were just having their way with him. Kane couldn't say nothing, bro. The guy was quiet the whole fucking game. I'm gonna get to Rudiger when time comes, but Thiago for me gets a 9, and we could argue that between him and Kante for man of the match for me. But I'll give him a 9.5. Okay, a 9.5 from Thiago Silva.
Yeah, I almost want to agree with chat and just give him a 10, but El Monstro, man. Dude, I want to, he was benched for a little bit, and I was like, oh, well, I guess Tuchel's seeing the fatigue, and he's starting to get a little up there in age, but god damn it, this man is like a fine fucking wine. Every game he plays, absolutely solid in that defense.
Did you see how he kissed the badge as well? Did you see how he kissed the Chelsea badge?
Yeah, dude, I'm so happy to have him in this team. He loves being in this team. This team gave him a Champions League, and now it's about to give him a Premier League. Like it's just been a fantastic signing. Like kudos to Marina. I'm contemplating giving him another year if he keeps it up like this by the end of the season.
I think that's the plan, though. Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal player. So happy. One of my favorites in this team. I give him a 9.5. Great goal and almost great second goal too, by the way. So yeah, phenomenal game.
Christopher.
Silva, he was at it again, weren't he? The people who say he's too old to play in the Premier League, he's too old, he's slow, he's not. He played in the easy league. He's just as good as Van Dijk. He's just as good as like any other centre back in the league right now, and he showed it again today. Man on the match, 37 years old. Played really well on the ball, defended it. I saw one of the blocks. Like he just looks so calm when he's like on there. Like it's insane how his blocks are like so calm. He got a goal. His heading ability, his jumping is good. Like 6 foot, and he can outhead anyone. I think sometimes like he's just really good. I give him I think I give him a 9.5. Kept that clean sheet and got a goal. And
such a beast of a player.
Yeah, he is. He's very good. There's rumors actually like we can keep him for another season as well. And I say do it. Just keep him.
I think so too. If he keeps up like this, there's no reason why not.
Will?
Everyone knows here I'm very strict on my ratings. I try and save the highest ratings for the best of the best performances, but I'm going to give out the first 10 of the season to Thiago Silva today. Because for me, that is the best centre-back performance I've seen at Chelsea since 14-15 John Terry versus Arsenal away, where we had to shut out a 0-0 draw to pretty much guarantee us and make us even more clear at the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was sensational. He didn't put a foot wrong. He's not the quickest, but he doesn't need to be quick because his mind is so
positioning
quick.
Is so top.
He's 2 steps ahead of everyone. He's 2 steps ahead of Son, Kane, whoever, Brian Gill, whoever came on, scored the goal. I can't remember a bad pass he made.
So 10, you give him a 10?
10. Perfect performance.
All right, cool. Who's next? Rudiger, yeah? I think it's Rudiger. I'm just going to go with Rudiger.
Yeah.
Rudiger. I fucking
what
love
a motherfucker.
I love the man. This guy just shithousery, bro. This guy just shithouse everything, just gets the ball. The second goal, basically, he really deserves it because him and Thiago Silva this season has been something else, man. They've just been so fucking good defensively. The way they anticipate the ball, like Rudiger deserves a contract, man. He does deserve it. I don't know about 200,000 for a defender in his last years, but I'm a big fan of him. If Chelsea can find an agreement with him, for maybe like a 2 extra years or something, I would love Rudiger, man. I would love Rudiger to get another contract. For me, he gets an 8.5. I think he was shaky at times. He wasn't as good as Silva, but I think he was very good. So I'll give him an 8.5.
I thought Rudiger was fantastic. What Rudiger gives you is not only like solid defense, but the just getting into the player's head, right? Which is another like very lost art. I feel like this day and age in football with all the PC bullshit and all that shit, the shithousery, you need that in a game, man. You miss having that. And Rudiger was one of the only players in our team that does that kind of stuff. And this man's been trying to score goals for a minute now. You see the runs he makes. He's always making those runs into the midfield, trying to get outside the box. And Zenit, he felt the hunger. He tapped into his inner Zuma. He felt the hunger, and he's like, Zuma, for you, man. And then today, he fucking
just make him Jamaican, bro.
And today, bro, he had the German connection. He spieled the football, and he fucked.
Oh my god! Someone kick martial out, bro. Before he gets us taken down for racism, bro.
World class goal, bro. It was phenomenal. You love to see it. The man is fantastic. I don't care how much you fucking give him. If he's asking for $200K a week, fucking give it to him, man, because he's gonna be in this team for another 3-4 years, and he's gonna be a leader, and he's gonna be fantastic in the back.
Yep.
9.5 for me as well. I thought he was fantastic as well. Also scored a goal, and a great one too. Even though people are gonna say he whiffed it, but I don't care. He meant it.
Let's just keep the rating like let's keep give the explanation short then rating, so because we have a lot.
That's my last one. It's Rudiger.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Rudy today was really good. It's just typical Rudy now. We should expect this now, like from him, like consistency, good games. Like he always gives it 100. I feel the hustler, very good. Kept the clean sheet. I think I'm gonna give him an 8.5. He was very solid, like AC and Silva. Those back three is amazing today.
Well,
I'll give him an 8.
Okay.
He was probably defensively the worst out of the 3, but still good, and he scored. So an 8. There we go.
Okay,
that's fine.
Fair. Who else we have? Oh my god.
We have Aspi.
Aspi. Okay, I thought we were gonna go to Alonso. Never mind. Go Aspi. Aspi for me, he was good defensively, but he did cut. He was caught against like their wingers a little bit in the first half. But that's really not down to him because the midfield was fucking outrun, so he had to defend where he didn't really need to defend. But I think he's probably worse than Alonso for me as far as contribution. I would give Aspi a 6.5 or a 7. I would give him a 6.8 because I don't think he's a 7, but 6.8.
6.75. I gotta agree, 6.5 for Aspi. I just think he wasn't really that involved in the game. Aspi's never really your attacking wingback option. He's more the defensive one, and he did a job defensively. But I think our wingbacks in general this game, we weren't making use of the space, and we weren't making use of the wingers position, the wingback position. So to me, Aspi, always Mr. Consistency, but 6.5 today.
Yep.
You know what? I thought he did a solid job. Yeah, I would give him a 7, but it's quite funny. When we almost scored with Timo having a chance, like someone else had a chance, Kovacic almost had a chance. It went to Aspi's head. Aspi tried heading back to Timo Werner, which is trying to do everything. He always tries to find a striker, I think. So yeah, he did really well. I thought he just did a solid 7. Pretty good.
7. Yeah. Okay. Will.
6.5, above average, but not great.
Okay.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But today, Aspi wasn't at his best.
I thought he's solid though. He did his job.
An a-hole, an Aspi hole. No, I love Aspi. He's just it wasn't wasn't much out of his side. In general, our wingbacks weren't that great.
6.5 when you love him, bro. Never loved me this much, bro. Jesus Christ.
Mr. Consistency, 7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah,
I agree. I think he was 6.5, 6.8.
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
I don't think it was anything special.
Yeah, he
now
wasn't.
we move to the man who thank God isn't an F1 driver. Alonso.
Oh,
Alonso, man.
He looks like one though.
Alonso. There is an Alonso F1 driver though.
I think he was
a haircut.
I'm gonna surprise a lot of people. I don't think he was that bad. I think he was solid. He's slow as fuck. He moves like a fucking like a fucking crack addict. But at the same time, he was solid defensively. He was always there for the cross. He didn't really put anything wrong. So I think it's criminal to give him anything but a 7. I think he was better than Aspie. Nothing special. Typical Alonso. I'll give him a 7 for me.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I think Alonso, he was okay. It's a typical Alonso performance when he's doing well, and he was always available, well defensively, was involved in the attack for the most part. That was the wing that worked for us best, which was Alonso's side, other than Aspie's. But I mean, yeah, he did okay. Maybe had an opportunity to score, which Lloris blocked. Did he get an assist today?
Yeah, he got an assist for Silva's goal. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he did.
He did the cross. Okay, that's true. So yeah, I mean, good on him. 7, maybe 7.5. But guys, make sure before we continue this, smash that like button and share the video. And if you're watching in the future, subscribe it. And also, if you're watching in the future, let us know your ratings in the comments below. But go on, Chris.
Someone gave it on to me. Yeah, Prince Charming's pretty good today, actually.
Prince Charming?
Oh my God, Chris.
It's his name.
Chris,
His name.
Can you repeat that for me? Can you repeat what you just said?
What, Prince Charming? That's what he looks like.
No. The second bit.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Yes.
He was. He was pretty good today. He got assist. He almost scored.
Is great.
You woke up.
Yeah, Will. I know what he's gonna do in a few weeks.
Real Chris.
But no, he was pretty good. He got assist. He almost got a goal. Actually, it's a great block by one of the Tottenham players. I don't know who it was, but he almost got a goal as well. So yeah, he did pretty well. I'll give him a 7.5. He did solid.
I'm gonna give him an 8. I thought it was really good. I thought it was one of his best performances in a while. Yeah, he got the assist. He was decent defensively. He was, he wasn't bad going forward either. Yeah, very good. One of our better players.
Cool. Now we move to arguably my favorite part of this Chelsea team, the midfield. Like I said, this midfield is unfuckable. Just like Amy Schumer, bro. It's unfuckable. You can't fuck with it. You can try to press it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But at the end of the day, they're always gonna end up with the ball, man. It's not the most goal-scoring midfield, but for possession football, this midfield is fucking diamond quality. It's so good. And I'm gonna start with the base. A guy who won the UEFA Men Player of the Year. I'm not gonna call it the UEFA Men Player of the Year. Fuck that. The UEFA Player of the Year. We're not gonna do this, crap with the fucking diversity crap. Jorginho, bro. I think today, first half, he struggled a bit, but then he had to carry the English SISSOKO on his back and Kai Havertz on his back, and they were making mistakes. And I think Jorginho he was solid for me. I don't think it was his best game, but control-wise, he was very good second half. I'll give him a 7.5 from me.
I think for me, I just think he had just a solid game. He did a job. There were some moments where he had fantastic, and this is what I love about Jorginho. He has his moments where he has a fantastic vision, and just unfortunately just can't get the through ball through to a dangerous area, or vice versa. He does, and we don't do anything with it. But for me, Jorginho, 7, solid performance, can't complain. We move.
Christopher?
Yeah, Jorginho, just a Jorginho performance. He was there, like he passed out really well. He defended okay. He's just I thought he's just solid. Like, he wasn't too special, but like when I say not too special, like I see better from him normally. So I give him a 7.5. I thought he's solid.
The Jorginho sexual forward panel.
I'll give him a 7. He was good. He was a couple of shaky moments in the first half, but he grew into the game. Obviously, when his fellow Avenger came on, KANTE, he played better, which was good to see. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. Just good.
Let's go. First of all, let's finish off with the first 11. Then we go to the
bench.
The bench. The only man that I love, bro. The man who brings me joy every morning. The man who I like all of his tweets. The man who made the shirt number mean something. The man who make all the man who make the motivator cry tears of pain But he made me cry tears of joy. The one and only, the guy who made Krego cry, Mateo motherfucking Kovacic, bro. Another performance this season, another beautiful fucking assist, man. This guy, I just love him, man. This season he took over the number 8 that everybody wanted to give the English Sissoko, and he made that shirt his own, man. He took it on himself with his passing. He looks better. His running through the channels looks better. His passing looks a lot more precise. I am really, like, as a Kovasexual, the king of the Kovasexuals, bro. The leader. Will, you're not allowed in here, bro. But
I've got a Kovacic shirt. I'm allowed to wear if I want.
He was brilliant, bro. I am fucking happy with Kovacic this season. I'm just in love with him. If you don't love Kovacic, you don't love football. The guy represents everything in about professional football. The flair, the passing, the technical ability. The guy is just a fucking joy to watch. And today, I thought he was one of the best players today. So I'm gonna give him a 9. And I don't think I'm being biased by giving him a 9 because every attack that Spurs came with, he broke down. Every pass that he had looked dangerous. So I can't give him anything better than a 9, bro. I can't. I'm sorry. I want to. I can't give him a 9. Actually, I don't want. I want to give him a 9 because he deserves it. I'll give him anything else. Marshall, to you, bro. Don't let me down, bro.
I might let you down. I thought Kovacic was fantastic as well. He's been in top form. I feel like this season people have been paying attention too much to the fact that because he got the number 8, now he's been performing better. No, Kovacic has always been this good. He's just, now that we have clinical finishers and clinical people in the attack, you're now noticing his assist numbers are going up. We didn't have that last season, so he didn't have.
Andrew, I think you've been watching Mount, bro. You've been watching the English is over, bro.
He didn't have anyone in clinical. He didn't have good creators. Now that he has the tools to get assists and get goals, you're going to see his stats go up. To me, Kovacic gets an 8. Probably the best midfielder we had back there. Not back there. I mean, probably the best midfield we had today. And especially in that second half, he just ran free. Yeah. Did what Kova does, and yeah, phenomenal performance. Let's keep playing Kova as long as he can play.
So 8.5, Marshall.
8. But yeah, we move.
An 8?
Chris,
that's low.
You're a cheeky
That's
brother.
low.
Chris,
Kovacic, man, he got assist. He on 4 assists now in the season. 4, 3. I don't know.
He has 3 assists and 1 goal already.
Yeah. 3 assists, 1 goal.
He only played like 3 games.
Yeah.
Barely
like
even,
the guy who's an odd man out, he's doing everything, and he's killing it this season so far. Like, he's been amazing.
8, bro. It has magical powers, bro.
Yeah, I think Lampard's just gave him powers of like goals and assists somehow. Like, it's a shame Mason Mount didn't have Kovacic has it.
I'm glad Mason Mount didn't get it because that shirt is like Excalibur, bro. It's like Arthur's sword. Normal people who don't deserve it, they can't lift it. It's too fucking heavy, man. So I'm glad Mount didn't get it, and Kovacic got it, bro. Yeah. So I'm glad Matteo got it.
I'm gonna give Kovacic a 9, just below Silva, because he was very good today. He was very good. He's one of our best players.
Well,
so
I was gonna give him a 7.5.
You fucking dickhead.
What is this? This is trolling.
He was really good. I thought he was really good the second half. So
how can you give him 7.5? Yeah, but he was outrun in the first half.
Yeah,
because your boy, the English Sissoko, was fucking behind.
That's fine, Kai. That's fine. I thought he was all right in the first half, but he did really well in the second. So I think 7.5 is fair.
Okay, I disagree. I think even in the first half he was.
He was not awful, but he was.
But he was our best midfielder in the first half as well. I don't think
we played 2 midfielders, and Jorginho wasn't that good. So I gave Jorginho a 7. So I think 7.5.
All right. I think Kovacic is better than just a 0.5 of what Jorginho was today. But okay, we move, man. It's a democracy, not really, but we move.
Yes. Dictatorship, everyone help us. We're forced.
Anyway, we go to the. We're gonna go to a player that I think has a lot of talent, but I think.
What makes him Mount?
Shut up, let me finish, bro. I think he has so much talent, yeah, but I think he either tired. I don't know what's it, but I think there's a lot of something is not right, and it's for me it's Kai Havertz. I think he looks kind of like He looks like he doesn't look sharp, like Matt Sharp. I don't know why he played so good for Germany, and for us, he just looks like he's lost.
It looks like he's
chasing
burning out.
balls. Yeah. He looks like he's not like fucking interested. For me, he had one of his worst games today. I'm gonna give him a 4.5 for me. I just wasn't impressed with Kai, and I love Kai, bro. I love him, man. Not because we share the same fucking name, bro. I just love the guy, man. I think it's such an incredible.
Remember, you copied his name.
I think, yeah. Even though I'm like fucking, I don't know, like 6 years older, but yeah, I think he should be. I think he should improve on what he was. But I think we have a player there. I just think he needs to get like stop fucking talking to the donkeys, bro. Not figuratively, literally. Stop talking to the donkeys and focus on your game, bro. Because there's a player there, but for me today he was shit. I can't give him anything more than a 4.5. Marshall.
Look, I love me Kai Havertz too, and I love nothing but to see fucking German Kaká ball out. Excuse me. And we saw how he played against Everton. You saw the quality he has, and we know how good he can be. We saw it against Champions League as well. But for me, this was probably one of his worst. It was just every time he got the ball, nothing came of it. Just wasteful. Even that through pass, he tried to have a through pass. He just ended up passing it to a Tottenham player. It was just terrible. It was terrible.
Bro,
it was like
it was
like we just got Kai this season. You know,
it was like he was playing pregnant, bro. He's like, he wasn't there whatsoever, bro.
I hate to have to give him the score, but to me, you know, off of the game right now and how I'm feeling right now, 3.5. It was really bad.
Oh, God
really
damn,
bad.
Man.
Yeah, it was shit. It was shit. He should have gotten.
I'm afraid we get him out.
But we only had 3 subs, so yeah.
For me, yeah, he in the first half very shocking. He kept scuffing the shots up as well. Like every time the ball went to him, like
yeah, Jesus
it was like he trying to do a Timo Werner impression. I thought maybe I don't know. Like his shots just kept coming off weird, and the first half shocking. I thought in the second half he did a little bit better. He was moving the ball pretty well. He was kind of creating, like trying to, but he was just bang average today. Like there's no way around it.
Average.
To me, he's 4.5. 5. I'm gonna give him a 5, like because he played a bit second half pretty better. That's a little bit nice.
Will, what about you?
I'm going to take into consideration his second half as well. I don't think he was bad in the second half, so I'll give him I'm going to give him a 4.5.
Yeah,
just below a 5 because. You get 2 points automatically. You get 1 point for putting on your shirt and your shorts properly. And you get another one for tying up your shoelaces. So you know he plus the 2.5. I think is for onto that. So 4.5.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think Havertz has been shocking. You know, and as much as people say I have agendas against certain players, like you've seen me give Kovacic bad ratings before. You've seen me give Havertz like bad rating in a while, you know. It's just, I just think the quality of attack at Chelsea at the moment isn't what it should be, and it's whether it is Mount, whether it's Havertz, whether it's Timo, I think we can do much better. And I think that there are players there. There's quality there in those players, but there's something that is not connecting, you know. And saying this, we're gonna move to a second player, a player who I think is extremely overrated. A lot of people tell me, oh, you know, he is not the problem. But I also said like 1,000 times that I don't think he's the answer either. I think he's extremely overhyped, if I'm honest, because of his passport. I don't think I think he's Chelsea quality. I just don't think he's a key player, starter, like must-start quality player. And we're talking about Mason Mount. I think the season in general, I think he was abysmal. I think he was one of our worst players this season. And for some reason, he starts most games. I think his touch was poor, his concentration, his decision-making was even poorer than it usually is. I think I'm calling him the English SISSOKO, in my opinion, because I just think he just presses and that's it. And I think he declined a lot as far as a player for me. And I've been this game especially, and the previous game, I think he should have been hooked off both games, and he was. I think Mount has been absolute dog shit for me, man. And I can't give him anything more than a 3. For me, he gets a 3 because he was hooked up. If he had the same impact as Havertz in the second half, I would give him a 4.5. Unfortunately, he didn't, or fortunately, he didn't get that chance. So I have to give him a 3.5 for me. I think he needs to stay on the bench next game, and yeah, for me, he's just not it, not it. English Sissoko, bro. I embrace that fucking trend. You know, tweet it, do whatever you want with it. That's what I'm gonna call him. Marshall, to you, bro.
To me, I mean, this is the part where we disagree on who was shitter. Yeah, because the thing is, like, no one was better, no one was good between the both of them. They were both shit. I think that I'm gonna have to give Mason a 4 instead of the 3.5 that I gave Kai, just because I felt that with Mason there was moments. And I emphasize on the moments part. It wasn't the game performance. Like, he had 1 or 2 moments where maybe something could have come off, but nothing did, unfortunately. That's just unlucky, I guess. But with Mount, and I said this earlier in the stream, with him, and lately it's been 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And it's a lot of the time you're either holding onto the ball for too long. And we saw one play where he actually let go of the ball. We argued it could have been a through ball to Kai or give it to Lukaku. I thought Lukaku was a good choice, but he actually let go of the ball, which is fantastic. I didn't expect it. But then the very next play, holding on to the ball for too long, passing it back, getting rid of the momentum of the attack. It's just it slows us down, and I get why he was hooked at the half. If we had stayed with the same formation, I'm sure Kai Havertz could have been hooked for Timo, maybe, or maybe Kante. But yeah, I think switching that formation helped us out a lot. Obviously, we can't have Mount in that formation because he's not a striker, and you rather have Kante in that midfield than Mount, who, you know, he's just not in good form. So 4 for me for Mount. Just poor performance today. I don't think I want to see him in the on the field unless he's picked up form, and he has to earn his spot back in the team, I think, at this point.
Christopher.
To me, Mount only had 1 good moment. Was like the link up, like around 20 minutes, I think it was. Like, the link up was good, but that was about it. To me, he was our worst player on the pitch.
Yeah.
He wasn't that good, and as soon as we sub him off, like, we start to play really good football, and with Kante coming in, like, I thought he's supposed to be the guy dropping in with the midfield. Well, he does normally, but like, he ain't doing it lately. He's supposed to drop in between with the 2 midfielders. He clearly ain't doing much of that. I thought he's just ghosting most of the game, in all fairness, and I think Kanape he's just burning out. He's been overused. I do agree with you, Kai. He is overhyped. There's like an extreme with Mason Mount. Like, he just gets way overhyped and compared to like Frank Lampard's or whatnot. Like. And he's just very poor again today, and I would actually give him like a 3 or 3.5. Like, he's just very poor.
I've always said it. I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't think he's a key. I don't think he should be a key player to Chelsea, which is why I always say I don't think he's the problem, but at the same time, I don't think he's a solution. You know, I think he's a good player, but he shouldn't be the first name on the Chelsea team sheet. He's not that good. I think he's good, but I don't think he's amazing. And at Chelsea, we need to have 11 amazing players, or at least 11 very good players. And I just don't think he's a very good player. And I know Will is going to disagree with me, so Will.
No, I mean, I'm going to not look at the potential money in the bank that Mount has from being up over the year last year, because that has nothing to do with now, and there's nothing to do with next week's game, etc. I think everyone knows, I think he's a very good player. I think he's shown enough to warrant a place in this squad over last year's performances. Is he the first name on the team sheet? For me, he's a key part of the squad, but I would say there's players that are more important than him in this team. He's not undroppable. I don't think any player is undroppable, really. So, yeah, I thought he was pretty awful today. And I don't like saying that because I don't like saying that about any Chelsea player, but I'd say he was probably around a 3.5. I agree with you, Kai. If he had the chance to potentially make more of an impact, I think I could give him the same score as Kai, because I think he was slightly better than Kai in the first half.
Yeah.
But, he seems to be, every time he gets taken out, he seems to need a few games to get back into the rhythm in it. And when you've got a game like City next week, I feel like it's not. I wouldn't play him next week. I think give him a rest, take him out of the spotlight, take him out of the firing line, because when you're trying to win the title, is what we're doing this year. We've got City next week.
Yeah.
We've got to give Lukaku the
And
best.
they lost as well, Will. They lost as well,
Yeah.
so they're gonna be like firing to get back.
And also, there's 3 ways we win that game. We defend well, we win the midfield battle, and we give Lukaku chances.
Yeah.
We can't risk to play an out of form Mount or an out of confidence Mount or Havertz against City. We can't afford it. So, 3.5, really poor, but I expect him to bounce back. Maybe not next week, maybe not even the week after, but I expect him to bounce back eventually.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move on to Lukaku. I think Lukaku was starving for chances, but he was also not his best. But I don't really blame him because I think the service around him wasn't the best until until Werner came in, until he changed formation. So for me, I don't think Lukaku was bad. But I don't think he was good. It's kind of hard for him because he has to carry like the Chelsea attack on his shoulders. I'm just gonna give him a 6. I think it was wasn't the best of his game, but at the same time, when you go back to scoring 2 goals every game, and just like I don't think it's fair for us to expect him every fucking game to carry our attack. So I'm gonna give him just a 6. I think it was okay. He created some chances, it just wasn't his day, to be fair.
Yeah, I agree. I think a 6 is a fair. It's just, again, this is one of the games that I'm glad to see because I didn't want to, as much as I love Lukaku scoring and I wanted him to score today, I don't want to keep just relying on Lukaku for goals. I think it was good that the rest of the team stepped up and we were able to get goals that weren't just Lukaku. So that was a positive to see. But overall, his performance, he didn't have much of a chance to see the ball. Again, not his fault. I think Havertz and Mount didn't help. So to me, a 6, had a good link-up play, had an opportunity or two that unfortunately, Lloris, a lesser keeper, maybe doesn't save it, but Lloris is still a decent keeper. So did a good job. So 6 for me.
Yeah. Chris?
Lukaku didn't really get to do much today, and I don't think it's all on him. I thought he had little moments like his hold up when the ball got booed up like straight up to him and he chested it pretty well, controlled it. He had a good run into the box and like did a player over but didn't get the shot in because it was a good block. But, I just thought 6 is a fair shout. He didn't do much, but that wasn't down to him. Yeah. So a 6 is fair.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna give him a 7. Actually, I thought he was good. I feel like today was the key reason why I wanted Lukaku because, and I know this is going to sound a bit cliche and a bit cringe, but you can tell that he always puts in 100% when playing for us.
You were right. This is cliche, but yeah, go ahead.
We've seen a lot of strikers in the past that when they're not scoring goals, they don't seem like they're up for it. We even saw Harry Kane for Tottenham today. He didn't want to be there. It looked like he didn't want to be there. He had 1 shot from outside the box, and that was it. I thought he impacted the game well when he didn't have the ball in the box. His hold-up play was good. His first touch was good. His link-up play was good. He was bullying defenders at point, creating space for Havertz and Mount. Created 2 good chances for Werner. So I'm going to give him a 7. I thought with service, he probably would have scored as well. So, I can only remember 1 chance for Lukaku, and that was a cross. So, 7. Good performance.
Yep. I agree. It was all right.
We have got
KANTE.
Yes.
Let's move to KANTE. I think he changed the game. He came, he shot, he conquered, basically. This guy, man, he just looked so happy when he scored, man. Jesus Christ, like a kid on Christmas, man. I saw Havertz hugging him. Like, oh my God, man. So for KANTE, for me, changed the game. He came in and it's like they were kind of trying to control our midfield. KANTE came in and our midfield was like, hey, come on, man. That stops here. And from there, we were just dominating the game. So KANTE for me gets a 9. I can't give him more than 9 because he came in, changed the game. He was amazing. How can this guy come back from injury and look like he was never injured in his life, man?
I know, right?
That's how impressive this guy is. He gets a 9 from me.
That's so true. Listen, Ronaldo, Lukaku, Kane, move out of the way. The future Golden Boot winner is here. N'Golo Kante.
We need to give him penalties now.
World class deflection. We got to give him penalties. He's gonna be Chelsea's top goal scorer. Look, man, this is the beginning of something beautiful. Kante to me gets a 9. Absolutely awesome. I'm so happy he got a goal. He definitely meant to hit it to the Tottenham defender so it could deflect. Absolutely wonderful. Brilliant goal. Brilliant to see him back in, and to be honest, just dominate that midfield, man. His dribbling was phenomenal too. Like, that's one aspect of his game that gets overlooked a lot, and you saw how dominant he can be when it comes to dribbling. So absolutely phenomenal performance from Kante. 9 for me.
Chris?
Yeah, like when he came in, he looked amazing. Like he was everywhere again. Like he's running up attack, he's running defending, he's helping defend. He got the most jammy goal ever, but you know, as Kante will allow it, it's a wonderful goal. Left lobby standing. Yeah, he was amazing today. I give him a 9. Like he was superb. Like to me, he's probably like joint second best player of Kovacic in a way. Oh, almost dropped something. So yeah, 9.
William?
Oh my God, you're going to think I'm absolutely mental. I'm going to give him a 10. I don't think he did anything wrong.
Yeah.
Came on, changed the spell of the game, elite ball winning, looked so comfortable on the ball. I was like, am I watching? I was actually.
Yeah, it's like he never left. It's like he was never injured, man.
Do you know what? I was like, holy shit, we've got 2016-17 Kante back. I was like, holy shit, he's taking on players, he's doing flicks, you know, he's putting himself in good areas, he's winning the ball back well, he's pressing good. I was really, really not surprised, because we know on his day he's the best ball winner in the world. We know that what he can offer us. He's quick as well. He can drive with the ball quick, even though he's not the best dribbler technically. Yeah, perfect. And he got his goal, which I don't know if it was given as an own goal. If anyone can help me out with that. But yeah, 10. Perfect.
I heard it's his goal.
And,
I think it's his goal because it was
who'd have thought it? Me giving out 2 10s and it's not in the final.
And we move into the one that a lot of Chelsea fans love to hate. The one that apparently, according to the F1 commentator lady, he was a goalkeeper.
Yeah, before he was Neuer.
Timo Werner. I think he came on. He made Spurs kind of shit themselves. Every time he was running towards them, they were scared of him. He made a good assist for Rudiger, but overall, he was as threatening as.
Hello.
Oh.
We lost Kai.
No.
Kai, get back here.
He was as threatening as Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I don't know what he was going to say. I guess I'll just move on to me when he comes back.
Yeah.
He was as threatening as Ralph Harris in the playgrounds.
Werner.
I want to know where.
Werner. He was as threatening as. Okay. Oh, he's back. Kai, you back?
Did you guys hear what I said? As well.
Nah, you cut out.
Nah, I was gonna finish for you. He was as threatening as Chris Hansen is to pedophiles.
No. Wow. No, I have even better. He's as threatening as an old man with what's it called? With rectal dysfunction, bro. Which is not very, bro. Which is not very. It wasn't my mic, bro. It's my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
wow.
It's reliable as Wi-Fi.
Marshall, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
I think I'm gonna give Timo a 7, just because I think Timo came in and completely changed the dynamic of how we looked. We looked a little better in the second half with Kante, but once Timo came in, the Spurs defense just started to capitulate. They started to open up and open their legs and started letting us through and, try to impregnate them with goals. But, Timo missed a few, unfortunately. But, that'll I hope that gets better over time with more opportunities that he gets. And I hope he gets another opportunity to play against the Man City game, because I think he'll make a big difference, especially if we play 2 at the top. So, yeah, to me, a 7.
Sammy, what do you mean you finished with Timo? He did pretty well today. He literally came on, our attack looked more fluid than ever. Sammy, disappointed.
Review, bro.
Yeah, I actually thought he did really well when he came on. He had 30 minutes. He got an assist. I think those Timo haters need to shush a little bit. 30 minutes and got
You
assist.
go, Chris.
He's such a nice guy, man.
Wait.
They need to shush a little bit. Such
They
a nice
do,
guy,
like,
Chris.
Chris,
yeah, but
no,
like
Chris, they need to
our
shut the
attack
fuck
actually
up.
looks.
That's what you need to do. Not shush a little bit. Say it with your chest, Chris. Say it with your chest.
No, but like, no, give him more minutes and you'll see, like Timo. And I've noticed something with obviously Timo not playing. We're not winning penalties either, and Timo won a bunch last season, so that
I
does help
noticed that
Chelsea as
too.
well.
I noticed that
Yeah.
too, actually.
So
Yeah.
like, and the attack, what is it called? It looked so much more fluid when he came on. Like with creating chances, Lukaku actually had space. So Timo, he's actually very useful to the squad, I think. Yes, he has his flaws. Like when Lukaku set him up, where he passed it, Timo had a really bad touch. He should have just shot first time, like Marshall said in the Discord. He should have done that. So to me, he gets an A. He gets an A. Go on.
And he created 4 chances in
Yeah.
20 minutes of football compared to Mason Mount's 1 through the whole game, man.
He's a better attacker.
Yeah,
he is a better attacker.
He has been
He's
more
good.
useful. Yeah, Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy,
exactly.
but get Mount stick out of your mouth, bro. Werner has been better. Bro.
He likes
played this
Werner. I
game.
don't understand.
He doesn't like. I don't know, man.
I swear he has the right on the top.
Will,
He does.
He does actually. He loves Werner.
Sammy? I mean,
You mean Will?
Sammy.
I'm gonna give him a 7.5. He was
Yeah.
good. He came on, did well. You know, got the assist. Yeah, he had a couple of bozo moments, but you know, what do you expect with Timo? You got to expect
Sammy
something.
getting over.
I saw a lot
Yeah.
of people hating on him. I don't know why. You would have thought he had the performance that Kai or Mason had.
It's Kazi, bro. It's Kazi.
But yeah, he was good. 7.5.
Who else? Who else do we have a sub? We didn't have any.
We've got the manager, which you got.
Tuchel for me again, man. 9.5 maybe. Yeah, he's good. I'm not a big fan of the 3 at the back. It's boring as fuck to watch. But as long as we win trophies with it, I could not fucking care less, to be fair. So for me, it's a 9.5 for me. Marshall.
9.5 for me. I love the 3 in the back. It's winning us
cunt.
games.
You fucking cunt, man. I swear, every fucking thing that I say, right? I said Mount was worse than Havertz. He's like, I disagree with Kai. I think
I'm the
he was.
contrarian
And
today.
then I
I'm the
said, like,
contrarian
you just do it like the fucking opposite way I do, man.
Just ask Marshall what he thinks of
I hope
Marshall.
you choke on those chips, bro. I'm joking. Don't choke on those chips, bro.
Yeah, I need some water actually. Fuck. Go.
Chris?
Oh, yeah, I thought he's brilliant tactically. Like he read it as like Mason Mount was doing really bad in the first half. He subbed him off for Kante. He knew we lost the midfield battle like in that first half, so he had to make changes, and that's what I like about Thomas Tuchel. He knows when to make changes when it's going wrong, and I have no doubt, Kai, when it goes wrong, go 3 back, he will change formation. I think you know that as well, but you don't change what's not broken, so you do keep it the back 3. If we're winning 3-0, 2-0, or 1-0 or whatever, like you got to keep it. So.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel, he gets a 9.5. Like he did solid. Well, really good.
Big Mola. I've said it today. Tuchel
What
made
is that
sure.
name?
You know what? Tuchel made sure that Harry Kane was pocketed,
Yeah.
passed around, flipped over any way that Thiago Silva and Rudiger wanted him, bro. They just had their way with
really
him, man.
wish you didn't say
The
it that
whole
way, man.
fucking time.
I didn't want to see that image in my head.
They targeted him. They reverse cowgirl him. They had all the fucking fun.
They
going
bridged
with
him.
He was useless, bro. He was useless. He was penetrated, fuck. He was
Can we stop
penetrated.
sexualizing Harry Kane, please?
It's not like Harry Kane can run away.
Oh,
man.
God. Oh, crap.
Anyway,
Fucking
yeah.
Harry
so,
Kane probably has a hairy taint, man.
Chelsea overall. For fuck's sake, I didn't need that image.
Hey, I haven't even given
What?
my rating
You
to
would-
people. Come on.
What do you mean that image? You just never mind.
Anyway,
All right, Steven Spielberg, go.
Anyway, boys, it was a good game from Chelsea. It was a good win. 3 points in the back, top of the league, fucking somehow. Even though we have like identical scores to Liverpool, but nothing to complain about, man. We won those games. We have City next at home. If we win that, thank you, Will. Thank you. If we win that, then it's basically. You have to consider us as like favorites because I don't think I think we're unstoppable, man. Like we're just slapping, smashing everybody who comes our way, man. So nothing to complain about. People, we're gonna give you guys, let's say 10-15 minutes to say whatever you want. So we're gonna share the link with you guys. Come in, tell us your thoughts. Tell us what you feel about the game. Tell us what do you think about the English Sissoko, aka Mason Mount. Share your feelings with us. Share your feelings with us.
Hey, I didn't even get to say what I thought of Tuchel, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, what do you think about Tuchel? Sorry.
What you think of Tuchel?
That sexy bastard is my favourite Chelsea manager ever as of right now.
For fuck's sake, nah.
You should have let him. What the
Respect
fuck?
Mourinho, bro. Respect Mourinho, bro.
No, Mourinho is the best, but
Yeah.
but Tuchel hasn't gone to Tottenham or Man United yet, so
Yeah.
Is it because you don't really remember much when he first started at Chelsea?
I mean, Chris,
is that why he's my favourite?
I was around 3 months old when we first won the league title with him, so no, I do not remember his first season.
Exactly.
But I do remember 14-15 is one of my favourite years ever. So
yeah.
Same, man.
But
same.
The first Jose spell was amazing though. I think if you actually saw it, you would have loved him even more.
Missed out on that, unfortunately.
Hey, Chris, I've been watching.
I was very young anyway.
I know it's not quite the same,
Me too.
but I know a lot of things about that season.
You know a lot, yeah, I know.
Abs,
what's
how you
up,
doing,
brother?
bro? Tell us, man. What do you think about the game, man? Share your feelings, your thoughts. Make it football related, bro. Otherwise, man, it's not the pan place, man. Go ahead.
No, it was a sweeping, Obviously, man, I have to bring this out again. We did Europe, and now we're on a tour of the UK, slapping everyone. We love to see it. European champions on a madness. But yeah, so
trophy, bro.
we saying, man, first half we were pure crap. Mount and Havertz were both. Man, there's certain things I want to say, but I'm not trying to get your channel cancelled, bro. So,
Bro,
yeah,
get it, man. That's what we're risking, man. Dumb and dumber, bro. Just try it, man. We always push to the limit, man. Once we get one warning, we'll let you guys know.
Push it
Go
to
for
the
it,
limit.
Okay, Matt and Havertz were fucking dreadful from start to finish. Both of them, they played like a man. They played worse than a disabled man with no legs and 2 crutches on. They were both so awful. They were terrible. They were terrible. Mount even more. You see the range he gave for Mount and Havertz? They were too nice. Mount gets a 1, Havertz gets a 3. End of. That's how it is. And so, but aside from that, everyone else was good, Man like Kepa, Abracadabra, as everyone calls him, the magician who don't know how to put up moments.
Yeah.
He was good today. There was that chance with Son where Son came through and he just now bun this, I'm nicking the ball off you. And I told everyone on every channel I've been on, we're going to win this league. There's no one not coming near. Not Raheem Rupees and Man City, not the Curry goat Cristiano Ronaldo, and most definitely not Mo Salah, the Pyramid Killer. Them 3 are not touching us. They're not coming anywhere near us. We're going to win this league. We're going to demolish every team in our path. You saw what we just did to Spuds now. We weren't even at our best. We were dead for the first half. And we're just like, you know what? Now, bun this. You're not going to take your chances? Fine. Click, bang. 1 shot, 1 kill, 3 goals. We love to see it.
Yeah. Nick Blue, bro, how are you, man? You good?
Hi, chaps. Great channel, as always. Yeah, I just want to say, I was saying, the other day it was going to be 6-0, but it should have been 7 today if them chances went in.
Yeah.
That's the second. First half, we were rubbish. Mount, Havertz, rubbish. But, Tuchel class, Tuchel master class. He takes them on, no mucking around, second, straight away. Second half, Kante comes in, Werner comes in, it changes everything. And I think Lukaku, he wasn't brilliant today. He didn't get a goal, but he could have. He just wanted to get a goal for Werner, make Werner get his confidence back. So overall, I'm very happy, but I should have been 6 or 7. That's the pointing thing.
What do you think about Mount? Would you start Mount next game? Would you give him a rest? Would you ride this bad form on? Or what would you?
Mount needs a rest, a long rest, not just 1 game, 2 games. Give him a Chilwell rest, like Chilwell. Every player's the same. Whoever's playing good gets in the team. He has to have a rest. Put him on the. He goes with Werner, Havertz, and Mount. Lukaku. See how he goes with them 3. And we still have Ziyech to come, Pulisic to come. we got great players. Mount, nothing against him. I love Mason Mount, but he's young and he needs to rest.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Not with the great player part, but I agree with that. That he needs a rest. He needs to try something different. We do need to try something different. Abs, what do you think, bro? You think Chelsea needs to kind of drop Macy a little bit, and try something different, or do you think we should persist with him like Roofy, in a nightclub, bro? What do you think?
Nah, we have to give him a rest, because listen, Mount was terrible today, and he's been terrible for the whole season.
Yeah, I agree.
And for me, listen, he was very good last year, but now he just needs to get dropped. He needs some time out of the spotlight. Just give him a little bit of a rest. Let him just do his thing, because Lukaku today was starved of so much service. He wasn't great, but he was starved of so much service. If we had Pulisic or Werner right from the get-go, guaranteed you would have seen a better Lukaku. And Mount today he was a passenger in the team.
Agree.
It sucks because I love Mason Mount. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he's as talented as what people say. I do agree with Kai in terms of he is a bit overrated, but I still do think he's a good player. And for me, there are times, especially with young players, where they'll hit a period where they're not playing that well. And what you need what you now need to do as a manager is take them out of the spotlight and just say, right, we're going to slowly ease you. I like what he did with Chilwell, like what he's doing with Reece James a bit now. Just give him a bit of time to just relax, sort the shit out, and then, hopefully we'll see a better version of Mason Mount in the next few weeks. Havertz is different, though, and I'll tell you why Havertz is different. Because Havertz, everyone talks about James and Lukaku against Arsenal. Havertz was our man of the match there by a country mile. Him and Kovacic were the two best players against Arsenal. And even aside from the goal, he was our best player against Liverpool. He was poor against, Villa, and he was poor today. So Havertz, I'm more willing to give him a chance, but Matt 100% has to come out.
Yeah.
You know what, Abs? I think we actually should play the 3-5-2 formation against Man City for next game, because you can't really drop Kovacic, can you? Or Jorginho.
No.
And Kante
Kante
today.
Kante
Was amazing today. So maybe we should just play all three midfielders and have the pacey Timo Werner who makes space for for anyone.
Wait. I can't believe you just like sneaked Werner in there, bro. You just sneaked Werner in there, bro.
Who are you gonna play?
What do you mean? I just look. I mean,
Yeah,
he played well today.
It's true though. Who are you gonna play instead though? Because at this point, we know Ziyech isn't working.
Okay,
maybe Ziyech in City, but
this would be my lineup. Yeah, this would be my lineup. Yeah, it would be whoever is fit between what's his name, between Kepa and Mendy. I would have a right back of Reece James, Alonso on the other side, Christensen, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva as a front three, as a back three. Sorry. Then I would have Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho. Then I would have Havertz and Lukaku up front, and I would have Kovacic sitting a little bit behind him, like we did today, like how we finished the game today. I think if we play this way against City on the counter attack with Kovacic and supplying it to Lukaku and Havertz, I think we can cause them a lot of question. And then the second half replace Havertz with Werner. I think that way we can get to the City. I don't know if you guys agree, but what would you, Marshall? What would you do in the second game?
I mean, right now, I'm kind of with Abs. I'm willing to give Havertz some time, but I think at the moment, this second half was the most fluid our attack has been, and especially when Werner came in, the chances just started coming in. I think Ruben Diaz can't sleep at night thinking about Werner, so I think the best thing we can do is just get Werner in that lineup, and I really think Werner has a shout to start. We've tried every other pairing, and this is the one that seems to be working the best so far. So I think stick with it. And if anything, Havertz can come in at the halftime. I think the other way around. Start with Timo. If it doesn't work, then Havertz. I would argue also start Ziyech, but that's a whole nother discussion. I'm sure people don't want to hear it because of the Zenit performance. But when you remember the last two City games, the first two City games under Tuchel, we had Ziyech in that game, and we won both those games with Ziyech.
But you would stick with a 3-5-2, right?
Yeah, I would stick with the 3-5-2. I think it's time to try the double striker, and I think with the 3-5-2, it makes it so we have more flexible midfield. We can play with eights, we can play with a cam, we can play with a double pivot, we can play with a single pivot. So I think it's a better formation.
You know, with the 3-5-2 though, I think Tuchel will do it because every time we do play against City, it normally is like a 3-5-2. If it's Mason Mount dropping him like really deep, or like it's gonna be like Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho, I think we will do it. And it is the perfect formation for Man City.
I just think our midfielders are too good for us to just bench.
You know what though, and I'm kind of nervous about this. Like I could see Mount playing because of the midfield. Just because right now City they just got Foden back, they just got De Bruyne back. Ferran Torres has been looking good as their striker. Gundogan's in there. Fernandinho's getting game time, and we saw how important Mount was for that Man City game, the last 2-3 games that he played in. So there is a possibility that we will see Mount for that reason, for the pressing and for whatever. But I really hope we don't, and I really hope that we see the three midfielders that we want: Kova, Kante, and Jorginho, and Timo and Lukaku up top.
Cool. Well, just make it fast because we gotta end it like in the next 2 minutes. Just go as fast as you can. What do you think about next game? Would you stick with a 3-5-2? Would you stick with it? And what changes would you make?
3-5-2 with Werner playing with Lukaku.
Yes, will.
Because
that's what we're talking about.
Do you know what? I honestly do miss Giroud because I feel like he was always another option to have.
Okay.
But he left to make sure he gets in the France team, and now Deschamps is being a cunt and isn't even letting him in the France team. So he left for no reason. So yeah, I'd go with Timo because I think he got an assist today. He wasn't bad. Let's build on it. Let's give him more confidence. Let's also show a message to Kai and Mason that you can't play bad and play next week, if you get what I mean. So
yeah, we need competition. We need competition.
Yeah,
we do need competition. Nick Blue, what would you?
Yeah, I agree. What we were said. Well, now keep Mount on the bench and Havertz the same.
Yeah.
And it has to be them two. I think they look good together. When the little time they had together today, but they can really, yeah.
All right. Abs, what are your thoughts, bro? 3-5-2, keep it. Changes to the front line.
3-5.
Yeah, 3-5-2, 100% has to be. Werner, Lukaku up top because Werner's going to stretch that back line and Lukaku's probably going to
penetrate that back line.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you deep it right,
Lukaku
against Stones in a physical battle is a no contest. Lukaku wins every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. Werner in a pace battle beats Ruben Diaz, same thing every day of the week. Yeah. And then you've got Kovacic and Kante cleaning up, doing their things. Jorginho keeping it nice and simple, taking it. But for me, I bring in Reece James instead of Aspi at right wing back. Because Aspi is a better defender than James, but he's not better going forward, not anymore at least. Yeah. And so we need James, and I'd actually, I'd give Chilwell a chance just because if they start Grealish or someone who's fast, maybe we have to bring someone to just to keep up with them and that. Because Alonso's not that good at recovery. That's the only thing. But yeah, that's why it's cool.
Chris, what about you?
You know what? You stopped me earlier. I did say we're going to have to play a 3-5-2. Timo Werner has to play. Lukaku definitely have to play. You can't bench Lukaku at the minute. He's on fire. With our midfield, the midfield, and I think Reece James at right wing back for sure. If Aspi gets in, it has to be a centre back, I think. And I know Alonso's going to play. He's in good form. You can't take him out either. Alonso, Prince Charming, you got to keep him in.
Cool. That's pretty much it, people. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in with us to this game. Great 3-0 win.
Great.
We move into City next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it with people. We're going to be doing a lot more call-ins. We're basically going into the old format we used to do, and we're gonna improve on it. So we've been listening to your feedbacks. We're gonna go back to what we used to do and try to do it as best as we can. Marshall, this is our Discord. We do watch-alongs for most Chelsea games.
And some
Yeah.
Prem games as well, especially at Saturday.
You guys can watch it with us. You know, like how we comment the game. Hopefully, won't record us. You know, we don't want to get canceled, but if we do, we try. We try
What
to be
happens
as
in the
PG.
Discord stays in the Discord.
Yeah. We try to be as PG as possible. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know,
And
stay off drugs. Get your vitamins. Follow us on Twitter, and all of us will be your friends, people.
We'll be back tomorrow as well for the rival show with Jem.
Yeah, the rival show tomorrow as well. Yeah, with Jem. Take care, people.